Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your chief, guys. Welcome to week 30, my Wednesday message. I'm sure by now you guys have checked out my, Instagram, TikTok dance video. I'm trying to just do something different to relate to the younger generation out there. This is week 30, guys. All right, final week of rank advancement month. All right, final extension week, a gift from QNet for the promo that is happening all around the world. So basically, week 30 is the week that you define your journey in 2021. Rank advancement, promo, together simply means unbelievable, guys. So it's Wednesday when you're watching this video. So Thursday, Friday, you know what to do. You know what you have to do, guys. Just go out there, push your downlines out of their comfort zone. First, push yourself out of your comfort zone, then push them. Wake up those who are semi-sleeping, revive those in a coma, send a message out there. This is your week to shine. This is your week to take advantage of this great industry, network marketing, this unbelievable company, QNet, and a week where it's the best time for you to build seriously, guys. All right, it's been an unbelievable weekend. We had the Lions Den session with Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran. All right, spending 3 Saturdays with him has revived the mojo of your leaders, of your uplines. Basically, 3 Saturdays with Dato Sri Vijay, we have sent your uplines back as lions. All right, you should be feeling the passion, the energy, the wake-up call that they receive from the great one, our grand upline, Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, guys. And then on Sunday, I did my Instagram live where I spoke about positivity, the energy that is going to carry your network, all right, throughout this journey from zero to max out, guys. And this week, I want to talk about fear, okay? And I've been thinking about this while talking to ISB earlier. I spoke to ISB earlier. All right, our unbelievable in-service leaders around the world. I don't know whether you know this by now, all right, but every max out king and queen in QNet are part of the in-service brotherhood. That they believe in the philosophy of Dato Sri Vijay, all right, and Japadas Bismarck, service above self, servant leadership. You will never hear this term in the industry, in anyone speaking about this term, but I believe that servant leadership has been the true success factor of QNet being around for 23 years and growing and growing and growing, because our leaders understand that true success is only achieved when you serve others, all right? When you help them achieve their dreams. It's not only about you. That service above self is the philosophy of selflessness. And selflessness is the key for somebody to rise in the ranks, to become a max out king or queen, to become a diamond, a blue diamond, to become a V partner, AVP, V council. They all have that DNA strong in them. That no matter what they have achieved, they recognize the fact that in order to achieve greatness in network marketing, you have to serve and build your downlines to achieve greatness. And then your greatness is automatic, all right? And on this week, I want to talk about what's truly holding everyone back, all right? From achieving this greatness, from making your dreams become a reality, from truly achieving this ultimate goal of Dato Sri Vijay, all right, of rhythm, is fear. Now, when I talk about fear, I don't talk about being afraid. I'm talking about a mental block that is in your mind. That fear doesn't appear out of nowhere. It is mental programming. It is based on our experience throughout our journey of life that creates a subconscious messaging in your mind that you should fear certain things. Now, this is not always a bad thing. All right, as kids, when you touch a hot kettle and burn your hand, all right, your mind straightway programs, all right, this is something you should fear, don't touch it. So fear is not always bad, but the problem is that fear is a monster, complicated, conniving, manipulative, all right, well disguised monster. And whenever you talk about your journey, because think about it, what do you ultimately want by signing up with us in QNet, being part of Datuk Sri Vijay's family, the V family? What are you looking for? You're looking for success. You're looking to grow, to become somebody, to leave a legacy, to achieve financial freedom, all right, to impact lives positively. Now, all of this sounds very logical, very easy. Think about it, right? You sign up, you get a tracking center, all right? You have left and right. You do presentation. You put people on your left and right when they say yes. And you teach them how to do presentation. You train them with the 8 basic building blocks. You create positive energy. You push people. You wake people up. Some will fall asleep. Relax. Wake them up again. Stay in the zone of your upline. Stay in positive power of association. Be connected to the VCon, ISB, Dato Sri Vijay. Listen to him. Get vtube plus, and everything should be easy. Then the question is, why is not everyone maxing out just like that? Why do people struggle when the answer to success, the solution to success is so logical, purely common sense? All right? And you know that you can do this. You know you're willing to instill discipline in your life. You know what consistency is required. All right? You know that you have to pay the price and make sacrifices. You know all this. But why do people still struggle? And I realized this today, that people struggle because of a fear that they don't realize they have. Now, the most common fear that everyone understands, all right, is the fear of failure. Now, nobody with the right mind celebrates failure. Oh, I failed, I love it. All right, even though you know that failure is always part of success, that there's nobody who has maxed out who will not share with you thousands of rejections, hundreds of moments of failure where they got up again and they kept going. But let's face the fact, the fear of failure is one of the fundamental fears that a new networker has programmed in their mind. And this is from years of experience, from being hammered by your parents when you failed exams, from being shouted at by your boss when you failed in a deadline or a project. And that fear of failure is there. Now, to get rid of any fear, you have to have a mental breakthrough, a realization. So first, let's address the fear of failure. Let me tell all of you this. And I know it's going to sound moronic, but it is the truth. Failure is a good thing in network marketing. All right? So don't fear failure. Embrace it. Love it. Look forward to it, because every failure you experience in network marketing, in the form of rejection, in the form of losing a downline, or your network collapsing, or your market going through a crisis, whatever, every failure simply means you're on the right track. Those who don't face any failure from zero to max out, which is almost an impossibility, but let's say there's an anomaly of somebody who faces zero failure from zero to max out, they will collapse. They will never be able to retain, all right, that network they built. But those who go through a huge amount of failure, like me, like Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, the V partners, because every failure makes you better, makes you smarter, right? Teaches you a great lesson of what to avoid or how to be more prepared for the next similar failure that's about to happen, that you can avoid it, you can overcome it faster. So the first paradigm shift or realization you must have, that failure is a good thing in network marketing. All right? Every small failure you face makes you into a stronger networker. If you overcome it, if you keep going, the key is don't fail and quit. Then I can help you. But if you fail and you stay and fight another day, you become better with every failure you experience. And I have failed many times on various things that I've attempted in 23 years. But it just makes you sharper, makes you stronger. And there will be that point, there will be that click in your journey where suddenly, boom, you don't fear failure anymore. Now I'm brave, guys. I'm a warrior, I'm a lion. I take risk. I live on the edge, 2 minutes from the abyss, as Dato Sri Vijay says. When Dato Sri Vijay says, do it, go, Patman, I don't have that failure anymore. I just believe and I go, but I started just like you. Fear of failure from where I came from, my journey in life. Everyone said failure is a bad thing. Nobody in my journey of life told me that failure is a good thing. Until I met the great one, Dato Sri Vijay. He said, Patman, failure is part of life. If you fear it, you're not going to walk, you're not going to run, you're not going to fly. All right? A bird with fear of failure will never jump off that branch. It will never fly. So you're standing on that branch. Don't let that fear of failure jump. You will fall, you will get hurt, all right? But you will get up and you will fly one day, I promise you. So embrace failure. The second fear is the fear of what people think of you. This is a fundamental fear. I addressed it at VCon, I addressed it at the Lion's Den. This is our greatest fear. You don't fear rejection, right? Because you've been rejected before in your life. You fear what that prospect thinks of you. You fear what your family thinks of you, that you don't get success in the first 4 weeks or you don't get a check after 3 months. And that fear paralyzes you because you fear what people think of you. Now, let me tell you this. This fear is going to cripple your chances of max out. If there's one fundamental fear, it's this fear of what people think of you. Everyone has this fear. I don't understand why. I had that fear. When I first started, was my presentation good enough? All right? Was my 8 basic building blocks good enough? But every time I approach any of my activity in network marketing with the fear of what the other person thought about me, it was a failure. But when Dato Sri Vijay told me, Patman, why are you empowering people who don't have any impact on your life, who don't pay your bills, who don't give 2 hoots of what happens to you? All right, people who may not even be there when you really need them. Why empower these people and fear what they think of you? This is your life, your journey. And trust me, one day you will succeed if you never give up, Patman. And the day comes when you succeed. All right, all these people who have opinions of you will be at your door, knocking, asking you for favors. And Dato Sri Vijay was right. And that moment when I sat down and listened to my mentor, I had that click. Why do I empower the world to dictate my destiny, my life, my dreams, my max out, my financial freedom? They don't pay my bills. They're not there when I really need them. They didn't sign up. They didn't have enough faith just to support me. Why do I empower them and fear what they think of me? And then I had that click. And it was like a big rock was lifted off my shoulder. I was free. Now I can do anything. I can dance on Instagram. I can shout. I can scream. I can do the monkey dance in the middle of the mall. I don't care. I love it. Because I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for the people who stand by me, my downlines, all of you. I'm doing this for my loyalty to Dato Sri Vijay and Japa. And Dato Sri gave the most powerful statement to me. Stop listening to the world. And one day the world will listen to you. And I'm telling you the same thing Dato Sri Vijay told me. Don't empower people. Never fear what people think of you. This is your life, your journey, your family, your association, your downlines, your dreams. Don't empower people by fearing what they think of you. Be proud of who you are. Live free. Unleash the true one inside of yourself. And the third fear I want to talk about is the fear of success. Yes, don't panic. You will be surprised that how many people fear being successful, that they almost get there and then they slow down. They almost get there and then they get worried. Can I handle it? Will it require me to make more sacrifices? How do I live in that world? Because your whole life, you have been programmed to be mediocre. Your whole life, you have never attempted to achieve greatness, achieve tremendous success. It's an unknown world. It's an unknown entity. And when something is unknown, people subconsciously fear it. And I'm telling you, you have this fear. You have the fear of success. You have the fear to max out, even though you know you can, but you won't. Because you're uncertain what life will be there. That you're afraid that it's going to disrupt your life too much. That you're going to have to give 24 hours to your network and change who you are. That is the stupidest fear people have. Just because you spent your whole life being mediocre doesn't mean you have to die mediocre. Just because you were nobody before you signed up in QNet doesn't mean you have to die as a nobody. That becoming successful, becoming a max out king and queen is in your cards, guys. It is your destiny. Don't fear it. Embrace it. And once you get there, don't worry, you will know what to do. You will know how to live. You will not be arrogant as long as you stay with us. All right, you will be a great servant leader. You will not be greedy. You will not be selfish, but you will be selfless. You will build hospitals and at the same time buy a Ferrari. You will inspire thousands to achieve it. Don't fear success just because you have never been successful before. This is the greatest place for you to achieve success, because we will help keep your ego under control. You will not self-destruct. You will fly even higher. You will not be a bad person. You will be a great soul. You will change more lives. Embrace this success. In network marketing, success is waiting for you. It's not too difficult to achieve. You just have to stop fearing going to this unknown world of being a successful networker. It's a beautiful world as long as you are connected to Dato Sri Vijay in Japa and you stay in the zone, guys. Remove all fear. I remember 1 year where I said no more fear. The only thing holding you back from achieving whatever you want to achieve in QNet is yourself. It's your fear. And the fear is not real, but sometimes it takes control of our lives. Open up your heart, empty your cup, follow us on this journey. And the only thing you need to do is get rid of all your fear. Get rid of the fear of failure. Because failure is part of the journey to success. Embrace it, love it. Get rid of this fear of what people think of you. Because ultimately it's you that matters. And ultimately get rid of the fear of the unknown, of being successful, being a max out king or queen. Embrace it. Don't crawl, run, fly towards it. Go towards the light of success, max out financial freedom. You can, you will, you must. I believe in you. So week 30, just repeat after me. No more fear. I love you guys.